To get the forecast from Ashley.
We're definitely not. We've been tracking some active weather through Mississippi. A tornado moved through there earlier today. It crossed over Highway 540 near the town of Martinville, Mississippi. The tornado briefly captured on this dash cam. You can see that, and this is some aerial footage there. You can see that the power lines were knocked over, trees were down, and this drone video showing some of that. Blocking highways, and those are shots of power line workers there. Those are the same storms that are going to be moving in our direction, and that's why we have that weather aware in place. And we have this enhanced risk for severe weather for tonight. That includes central Mississippi from Jackson all the way up through northwest Alabama. But even with a slight risk, even on a scale of 1 to 5, it's at a 2 for most of central Alabama. We could have an isolated tornado, but the big story is the wind. Don't get lost in the tornado word, but really think about all of the implications of that the strong winds and the heavy rain as well. We could be talking flooding, and there could be knocked over trees and power lines for us just because of the wind. Cloud cover for us now, even though we did have a passing thunderstorm earlier in downtown Birmingham. Temperature still holding at 68 degrees, a very soupy atmosphere, and that's priming the rain and the storms to come. So earlier today, all of that rain now really soaking portions of Tuskegee and Auburn, actually a little bit of a flood advisory in place down to our southeast. But now it's the storms. We are tracking these very closely. A cluster of some heavy rainfall right along 2059. That's going to be moving closer to Tuscaloosa. But as I zoom out, you can see where these bands of storms are lining up back towards Mississippi. And as I put our watches and warnings on here, you can see the blinking boxes there. These polygons indicate where we have severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. All of the yellow boxes indicate watches. A watch simply means conditions are favorable for either a thunderstorm or a tornado, and in this case, tornado development. And then a warning means that is imminent. The danger is imminent. Take shelter immediately. Temperatures across the map, mid to upper 60s, low 70s, coupled with dew points in the mid to upper 60s in early February. Those two ingredients are key for the storm development and actually maintaining these storms even once the sun sets. So at 6 o'clock tonight, those storms are going to be moving into northwest Alabama between 6 and 7, lining up from Fayette towards Double Springs, Arley, and to Coleman. 7 to 8 p.m. That line gets a little bit deeper into West Alabama. Now we're starting to move into Walker County at 9 p.m. Jasper, and a few showers will begin emerging from Greene and Hale County, making their way up through Bibb County. By midnight, this line arrives near Birmingham and crossing over 2059 there, and by 1 a.m. into East Alabama from Gadsden, Asheville down to Alabaster, and continuing its push east through early tomorrow morning. This will develop into a big rain event for your Thursday. We'll transition from the severe weather threat tonight to rain tomorrow morning, and a shield of wet weather at that. Flooding rain is a possibility as we move into our Thursday. So that's something we're going to be watching very closely for Thursday. And then the cold air moves in. Those 50s will be felt earlier in the day, and temperatures drop throughout the day, and then highs on Friday only in the low 50s. A couple of showers will be around to start the weekend, but then sunshine as we round out the weekend on Sunday. And that is a look at your Storm Team 7-day forecast. Jack.